And it's a dirty word to so many people. When you know you call yourself an anarchist with people, they think that you're weird or that you espouse chaos or some kind of violence. And of course, there are people out there who call themselves anarchists who are guilty of some terrorist acts and so forth. But that's not what it is. Because if you are behaving that way, you are behaving like a government in miniature, because you're using force and violence to get your way. So it's a term that I think is worthy of being resurrected, and when people break it apart and realize what the different parts of the word mean, what it really means is the opposite or the absence of government. And we're lucky to live in a country where the words liberty and freedom mean a great deal to a great many people. It's just a problem of not really fully understanding what freedom and liberty mean, and that can be encapsulated in the phrase, freedom isn't free, which is a false phrase. It's a false notion and it's a false idea. I think it's a way of getting people to feel sorry for and or honor veterans, most of whom were forced into foreign wars by the ruling elite. They try to say freedom isn't free as a way of helping you understand the sacrifices that other people have made. But really, it's completely false. Freedom is free. If it's not free, then it's not freedom. And freedom is in here. It's in your heart. It's how you live, it's how you think, and it's how you choose to react, whether or not other people are treating you the way that you want to be treated or the way that you deserve to be treated. So freedom is, in fact, free. Otherwise, it's not freedom at all. So once you can get to the true definition of freedom, and your question that for people is an excellent question. You know, should any service or product be provided at the barrel of a gun, is a good way of helping people understand what freedom and liberty really mean. What they mean is exactly what you think they mean. It means you are free to do what you want. You are at liberty to live your life the way that you want, and that is free because it's part of your creation. It's part of who you are. Government does not provide it. The Constitution has never guaranteed it, and politicians will promise it and will speak about freedom and liberty, but they will never actually, help you with that.
Or define it.
Getting a person in modern-day 21st century America to understand what freedom and liberty really means is very, very difficult because they've never experienced it. They don't know what it's like to live in a society without, confiscatory taxation, without passports and driver's licenses and social security numbers and a debased currency and so on and so forth. So in order to be free, it requires a great degree of personal responsibility. And this goes back, again, as we were talking about, during the break off the air, we were talking earlier about voting and the whole kind of philosophy behind voting. What people are essentially saying is, look, there's some things that need taking care of, so I'm just going to vote for this person, take care of it for me, and yeah, I'm relinquishing a lot of my freedom by doing so, but it takes the responsibility off my shoulders and I can go back to watching, American Idol on television or something. And that's really, really sad because, we can have so much more prosperous and so much more peaceful of a society if people would just assume a little bit more responsibility for themselves and realize that these people that you vote for, these people that you believe in, these people that you, give campaign contribution money to, they are never, never, ever going to deliver to you what they promise to deliver to you, and in fact they can't. Even if they wanted to, the very nature of government itself is such that freedom is simply not possible under a government. And that's, I think, is one of the truths that we really need to hammer home, maybe above and beyond all others, is that government is incapable of providing freedom. It is incapable of providing security, even if all the people in government were the most well-intentioned individuals on earth, which of course we know that they're not, because it's the direct opposite type of personality that generally gravitates towards government.